Welcome to Menopause Strong. This is a 31-day plan to build strength, improve your energy, and to increase muscle tone. And today is day number 29. We're working on upper body and core strength. We're going to be working through a short warm-up. We'll have the main part of the session, which will include being up on our feet, getting down to the floor, and then back up onto our feet again. And then we'll have a cool down to finish. All wrapped up, done and dusted within 30 minutes. You're going to need a light set of weights and a medium set of weights for this workout. So if you're ready, let's get going. We're going to start this session with warming up the chest and the arms. We're going to do that by doing a wall press. So you just need to have a little space so that you can do your wall press. So pressing in and up, back down and up. Now just remember, this is just to warm up. So you can make this a little easier if you are already fine doing press-ups on the wall quite tricky. You just bring your feet a little closer to the wall. If you find it quite easy and you just want a little bit more of a stretch and a warm-up, then bring your feet away from the wall as you press the chest to come down and come back up again. Well done. Good job. Okay, next exercise that we're going to do is we're going to do some overhead claps. So you're going to bring your arms out to the side, coming into the center, out, up overhead, back down, in, out, up overhead. Good. And now as you start to bring the arms overhead and also out in front, engage the core. So engage here and here. Good. Well done. So as I said, you're going to need a light and a medium set of weights for this workout. You'll also need a chair or a sofa, a suitable raised surface that you can do some tricep dips on. I'm going to be using my gym box there. So it's something around about that height. Even just a step on your stairs is going to work really well for this one. And take a rest. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to work some shoulder circles, starting small and then increasingly bigger in one direction to start with, bringing the whole arms in as you circle round, really working into quite a lot of movement into the shoulders today, not just up and down and back and forth. And let's go the other way around. So really wanting to make sure that we warm the shoulders up properly. And if there are any exercises today that just do not feel right, that's okay. You don't have to do them. You can make an adaptation. You can change the exercise totally if it doesn't work out for you. All of the exercises are not going to work out for every single person, okay? So you just make a change, make an adaptation, take a rest, and that is absolutely fine, 100% acceptable, but I'm going to guide you through lots of different points as we go through today. So make sure your weights are ready, you got your raised surface ready for your tricep dips, and if so, let's get started. So I'm going to start with my lighter weights. I'm going to put one in front of my leg, one on the side, and I'm going to do a lateral and frontal combination. So I'm going to switch them each time, here, and then switching here. Now, what you might find you might end up doing is letting your upper body travel around as you're moving the arms, but you don't really need to do that. You can keep your upper body nice and strong and straight. There's going to be a little bit of movement there, but keep it to a minimum. Engage that core. Well done. Good. Keep working away here. 3, 2, 1, take a rest. Pop one of those weights down. Keep hold of one of them. Again, just starting out with this light weight to begin with, unless you already know that you can do an overhead tricep extension with a heavier weight. Keep it light, keep it down between the shoulder blades as we start. Tummy's tight as you bring it up overhead, slight push forwards if you like. Push up, down, and up. Now, if you have a lot of hair in the way, this can be a little bit annoying, so maybe pull that out of the way if you can. Also, if you're wearing a hoodie or something with a hood, that can also scupper you a little bit as well. So just really trying to mitigate anything that's gonna just kind of annoy you and get in the way of doing this exercise. Well done. 3, 2, 1, great. Back to the second weight then. We're gonna go back to that first exercise, lateral to frontal raise combination. So one on the side, one in front, raising up, push the feet really firmly into the ground, really root yourself down for this exercise. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So when we're moving weights away from the body, out to the side, out in front, up overhead, they become really heavy. They feel really heavy. It's a much, much harder thing to do, to be holding a weight outside of your sort of main body. Okay, so just if you root yourself into the ground, push those heels in, really clench in with the core, breathe it through, you'll find, hopefully, you'll find that actually it is a little more achievable because the core really does give you a helping hand with these kinds of exercises. And take a rest. Well done. We're going to go back for the overhead tricep extension. Now you can move on to a heavier weight for this one if you like. As I said before, I'm going to stick with the 3 kilo, which is my lighter weight for this one today, because we have got a lot of upper body work in. This is only our second exercise and I don't want to peak too soon. Are we ready? Let's go. And the reason I tell you the way that I think and the decisions that I make, not for any other reason than that you know what my decision-making process is. So you sort of understand if you're feeling a certain way, the kind of decisions that you might want to make for yourself. Although, of course, your workout, your choice, always. Good, well done. Keep it going. And take a rest. Fantastic. We're going to go for an Arnold press next, which is a rotational overhead press. And we've done this before, so you know it. Okay, so you might need a little refresher. Let's bring the elbows in tight, close to your body. I'm looking at my fingernails here, and we're going to twist around, rotate around here, and push up overhead. Come back in and rotate. So rotate, pushing up, coming back down and rotate. Good. Again, I'm using my 3s here for this exercise. Good. Well done. Keep going. Lovely work. Just keep working away. Push yourself into the ground. We're not racing through. Take a rest. Brilliant. Half scarecrows are next, and I'm going to use the light weights again. And again, we have done this. This is a lot of rotation into the shoulder. It's a tricky exercise to master, so do what you can. We're going to start in this position with the elbows bent at 90 degrees with my palms facing you, and now I'm going to have my palms facing the floor. The only movement here is just that rotation. Up, down, up, down. So I'm not at any point coming down here. I'm not moving around to the sides. Okay, so just up and down, up and down. Good. Well done. 10 seconds to go. Breathe it through. This is a really tough one. 3, 2, 1. It is really hard. Okay, gonna put those down for just a second. We're gonna just do a body weight arm exercise just before we go back into that Arnold press, okay? So from here, you're gonna bring the arms up to the side. One comes down, and then the other comes down. One comes down, and then the other comes down. Now you can do this with a really light weight as well if you like. Although I would say that after what we've just done, and we need to go back through it again, I would caution, say caution to doing that. This is hard enough without any weights. okay, this little exercise here. But it's just, again, it's teaching you some core control. So you're controlling that core as you're bringing the arm up, and a little isometric hold. Good. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Tell me the arms are not singing you a happy song. We're gonna go and do that Arnold press again one more time. So a rotational overhead press, then those half scarecrows, and then one more time on that lateral isometric hold. So here we go. Tucking in those elbows, looking at the fingernails. 2, 1, let's go. Up, down, twist. Good. And for most of these exercises here as well, you can do them from a seated position. You don't all have to be from a standing position. You can also do them kneeling if you want to have a slightly less stable surface and work the core even more. Kneeling is a great option. 10 seconds. Really good. Well done. Fantastic. Okay, we've just got those half scarecrows to get out of the way. Yes, they're brutal, but you know, sometimes we just got to do things we don't like doing. If you are really struggling with these, either do a shorter amount of time or drop them out altogether, do some bicep curls. Okay, just do something. Ready? Let's go. Down and up. Good. Down and up. You can work at 10-second intervals if you need to. You can see your timer on the screen, so you can make the choices. You just adapt to make it work for you, okay? I am fully on board with what decisions you want to make to get yourself through this workout and do the exercises that you need to do to build your strength, okay? I am with you, rooting for you. Good. We're nearly there on this one. Oh, it gets so hard towards the end. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Whew. You do know that I do these exactly with you every day. My arms are tired as well. Right, we're gonna get that lateral raise to the isometric hold one more time. That is such a tough exercise. Nice deep in-breath. Bring the arms up. One comes down and the other. Good. Well done. Lovely. Again, if you want to do this with a weight, you've been my guest. But really use it as an opportunity to engage that core, push the feet into the ground. If you have any sort of slight panic or anxiety around how hard some of the exercises have been, don't worry, it's fine. You can do something like this. Just drop the weight out altogether. Do it body weight. Not a problem at all. 3, 2, 1. Okay, just give yourself a little jiggle. We're going to do a series down onto the mat now. I'm going to take my medium weights with me, but if you want to take your light weights with you, that is also absolutely fine. We're going to start with a seated twist. Now there is a variation for this one if you prefer. We've done the seated twist before in these workouts, so hopefully you know which level you're on. We're going to go side to side into the center and push. Side to side, center and push. You don't have to do the push in the center if you don't want to. You can use a lighter weight if you want to. You can use no weight. And you can change your foot positioning, so you can have your feet on the mat like this. You can have your feet off the mat. You can have your feet pedaling, which is much harder, but it's a good option. And take a rest, well done. In this section here, we've got 3 exercises down onto the mat. We're gonna do each of them twice, just to stop us having to move around too much. So we're gonna do that seated twist with the push one more time. And then we're gonna get down and lie onto your back, and we're gonna do a chest press. Are you ready? Let's go. Over, over, center, push. Over, over, center, push. Good. So feet positioning changes the intensity. The overhead push removes that momentum, which makes it harder. Just work through the upper body differently as well, and into the core. 2, 1, take a rest. Brilliant. Have one weight on either side of you as you come and lie down. Okay, so you want to be picking up the weights. Elbows are on the floor. They're bent 90 degrees. And my feet on the floor to start with. And we're going to start by pushing up and together and coming back slowly. Elbows come back down onto the ground. Up and back down. Now, if you'd like, you can bring the feet off the floor. And if you want an extra challenge, you can push the feet out as you're pushing up. So you've got 3 options there. 1, feet flat on the floor. 2, feet off the floor. 3, leg push out as you are bringing the weights up and together. 3, 2, 1, take a rest. Well done. 1 more of those, and then we're going to have 1 more exercise down onto the floor. Just take a moment. Well done. Nearly ready to go again. 2, 1, let's go. Up and together. Now these should be pressing just above your chest. They shouldn't be pressing above your face or above your head or above your knees or anywhere else. So pushing up and together. Whatever you want to do with the feet, feet flat, knees bent, feet off the floor, or pushing those legs out. Totally up to you. Well done. Good. Excellent work. 3, 2, 1, take a rest. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to move those weights out of the way. We're not going to use them again for the rest of the workout, so I'm just going to move them out of the way. We're going to do a press up to shoulder touch next. So for this, you've got your different variations. I'm going to work in a modified press up position, knees onto the mat. I'm going to press, and then I'm going to do tap, tap, and press. So join in when you're ready. Tap, tap, press. Tap, tap, press. So you've got all your different variations for this one. And if you really, really struggle with a press up, I mean like really struggle, you could do every other. So you could do 1 press up and then 2 lots of shoulder taps and then another press up. So you're doing essentially half the amount of press ups. That's also fine. Or you could drop them out completely.
Great.
Take a rest. But I would say if you can do something, it's going to really help. Think about which level you're on. So if you're down onto the mat and you're really, really struggling to get 4 or 5 good press ups in, maybe move to your raised surface and really master them on that raised surface first. You ready? Let's go. Because a lot of a press up is confidence. Okay, the confidence that when you get down to the floor, you can push yourself back up again. Good, it's that strength in the upper body and in the core. Well done. Good. Nearly there. And take a rest. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to use your chair or step or sofa or whatever it is now as we do our tricep dips. So we're going to come to the edge here. I've got the fleshy part of my palm just resting there and my fingers curled over the edge. Walk myself forwards and let's drop down and push back up. Dropping down and up. And you want to drop down as close to your raised surface as possible. So your bottom's not coming away from the surface like this. You're dropping straight down pushing back up, straight down, pushing back up. Now, if you are really struggling with the wrists on this one, because I know that some of you do, and that's okay, you can either do the overhead tricep extension again, or I will put a different variation for you onto the screen. 2, 1, take a rest. We're gonna do that one more time. And you can do your reverse prayer just to help to stretch out those wrists if you need to as well. Okay, so you're always gonna have an option. There will be something that you can do. It may not be exactly the same thing, but I've usually got you. Let's go. Down, up, down, up. Good. You are so close to the end of this workout today, but not just this workout. You are so close, within touching distance of the end of this plan. And it makes me feel really happy, but also really sad, because I want to be with you every day. And whether it's taken you 29 days to get to this point or 50 days, whatever it's been, just really well done on making it to this point. Take a rest, well done. We're gonna do a plank now, just a plain plank. I'm gonna do mine on the raised surface, but you can do it onto your mat if you want to. But for me, it makes loads of sense if we're finishing our workout onto your raised surface, that this is a really natural place to finish off. So into your plank position, forearm plank, and just hold. Hold in through your midsection. Arms and shoulders do a lot of work here as well. So just hold it in. Well done. Breathe it through. You might find that arms and legs start to be a little bit shaky. That's okay, that is muscle fatigue. That is what happens when you work your muscles really hard. Good. 3, 2, 1. Take a little rest. We're gonna do one more of those. However you do your plank, you might want to do your plank on a wall, on the floor, on your raised surface. Totally up to you. All the options. You might want to do a high plank or a bridge instead of a forearm plank. I don't mind. Whatever works. Let's go. Doing really, really well. A really, really tough session today. I do progress the exercises as we go through the plan and the combinations that we put together. It does change the complexion of the workouts. So really well done if you managed to keep up today. Good. And again, just always making sure you're working to your level. There is no wrong, as long as you're working with good form. Doesn't matter if you change it up a little bit. Take a rest. Well done. Amazing work. Okay, we are gonna finish off the way we started with some nice shoulder rolls. Oh, feels so good. We're gonna do the warm up in reverse for our cool down. So we're gonna shoulder roll. We're not gonna bring the arms as wide. So we're not gonna be working on that bit of mobility. We're just gonna roll the shoulders around and the opposite direction. Just keep the jaw nice and loose here. Well done. Lovely. Bring the hands out in front, to the side, up and over, down, in front. Nice and slow. Just stretching out. And for those of you who have a fantastic memory and remember our first exercise on the warm-up was a wall press, don't worry, we're not doing that. We're not gonna finish the cool down on a press up. Don't worry, I've got something else for you. I don't want anyone to panic. Good. And finally, if you just bring the arms out to the side and then just bring them in so you make a W shape, up, and then squeeze those shoulder blades together here, up, and squeeze without pushing the head forwards. Good job. So that was your upper body and core workout. The final one for this particular series. Take a rest. Well done. If you enjoyed this series so far, let me know. If you enjoyed this session, let me know. If you didn't enjoy the session, let me know. I'd actually really like to know. So let me know how you're getting on. I really would like to know. I'm being super honest about that. So please do comment, please like, please subscribe, please share with a friend. And if you are interested in supporting the channel more directly, you can, because I've got some different tiers of membership that you can join that offer different levels of support in exchange for exclusive perks. So all you have to do is click into the session description. You can find out more about that, and it's all run through YouTube, so you know it's all legit and above board and nice and easy, and you can cancel anytime if you want to. So thank you so much. I'm going to see you tomorrow. It's day number 30, and we're going to be doing our last lower body session before we finish on day 31. Thank you so much for joining me. Cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.